Hey guys, so here we are, we're back on the boat build. Today we're mounting the TH Marine Atlas Micro jack plate, and on this micro jack plate we're going to mount a Torqeedo 2.0. Jeff Little from Torqeedo is going to be here shortly. You kayak guys, you might know Jeff. He got caught up catching some stripers, but he'll be here, and he's going to dial us into some things with Torqeedo. But right now we're going to get this Atlas Micro jack mounted on the back of the boat.
Center hole. There ain't enough. Oh, there's just enough thread there. You want it as high as possible.
Okay.
Your motor is going to sit on top of this bracket, so you want to get that as high as you can because that shaft is so long.
Yep. So while I drink this delicious Founders beer, Dave is going to prep the opening where the Atlas jack plate's going to mount. We're going to clean it up with some acetone, scratch off all the debris.
The Jersey scum line?
The Jersey scum line. Got to get them good and clean so we can silicone them. Hazelnuts. Have you had your hazelnuts today?
Brian, what's the difference between nuts and hazelnuts?
Hazelnuts are very loud, and they're large.
Stock report specification.
Trust me,
One more, bottom one.
we could punch a hole right through this thing if we wanted to. I hope that it's something that provides value to Torqeedo, because it's probably something. Hey everybody, and welcome to How to Eat a Wing with Brian DeCarpenter. So what we have here is our standard wing. Dave, what is this? This is a wing. There's two bones in this wing situation, and we're gonna make it no bones. We're going boneless. So we reach in here, we grab these nubs, there we go. See this? Give it a little twist, that's it. A little twist, a little turn, and we're out. Don't worry about that. Another twist. We're boneless. Then we go boneless, we go straight for the blue cheese. If you like ranch, Joey Diaz has a message for you. Hey guys, I'm here with Jeff Little from Torqeedo, and he's going to help us rig up our Torqeedo motor, our Torqeedo 2.0.
Yep, the Cruise 2.0 is a 5 horsepower equivalent motor. It's a 2,000 watt peak output motor. The version that we have is actually the tiller version. There's also a remote version where if you have steering forward in the boat, either a stick steer or regular steering wheel, and you can set up your steering cable. But as this one is the tiller version, we're just going to use this tiller, which is both steers it and then is also the throttle. Since I'm already here, I'll go ahead and hook up the tiller. It just slides in to that little notch there, settles down there, and you have your data cable here, so the throttle is communicating with the motor. Now you might ask, right, was it communicating other than how fast do you want it to go? Something that's pretty interesting about the Torqeedo motors, every one of them has a GPS receiver in it. In the Cruise motors, it's actually in the motor itself. In some of our other motors, like the travel motor or the kayak motor, which is the ultralight, the GPS is in the battery. Our battery for this is going to be the Power 26104. But like I said, the GPS here is in the motor. The reason that's important, with most electric motors, you have, and I'll say like a trolling motor or any other electric motor, you don't have the equivalent of a gas gauge of knowing when are you halfway there, or is the tank at a quarter? You have no idea.
We paddled on Sunday.
Right, so you understand
about a mile
what it is.
Yes.
The interesting thing, or the good thing about the Torqeedo system, is it uses the information, like it communicates with the Power 26104, the battery, to know what percentage, how many watt hours are left in there data of how fast you're going in mile per hour, and then whatever your current throttle setting is, you always know how far it is that you can go, and it'll display on the throttle here your remaining runtime at whatever throttle setting you have it at, so that you know you're not going to run out of juice. You're not going to be left stranded.
Pretty wild.
The other cool thing is that it'll show you if you're over, you know, say if you have to go, you know, 6.4 miles to get back to your launch, and you're going at full speed and it says you have 5.8 miles of range remaining, you can back off on that until the remaining range on the throttle display climbs up over your 6.2, so you know you get in safely, and you can go as fast as you can.
Yep.
And hit that, you know, hit that goal of not running out of power. I'll show you some of the other components we have. We do have the this is the charger for the Power 26104. This is an on-off switch for the whole system, and we'll hook that up. And then we have one data cable here. So you go ahead and hand me the data cable, and I will start hooking that up. These just have a little notch there to help you line up the pins. With any of these data cables or the main power cable, WD-40 is actually the best thing for it. If you ever have a bad connection, that is what you want to do, is get a little bit of WD-40 in there. Okay, let's go ahead and hook up your positive and negative.
Oh, she's alive.
It actually says you have 98%.
98% battery?
Yeah, and I don't know how long it was sitting.
I mean, we've had it for months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you look at the angle of this, obviously we're going to lower it to get it deeper in the water, and that's, you know, what this is for. But I look at the angle of the motor in relation to the angle of the boat, and right now it's tucked in like this, and that's not what you want. You actually want it to be, people think it should be straight up and down, but you actually want it back a little bit, because once you're under power, there's a little bit of stern squat as it starts moving, and then under power it's straight up and down, which that propeller is pushing water straight back. Otherwise, as it is right here, it's going to be sort of tucked in, and it's going to be pushing water down rather than straight back. So the way to adjust that is this trim adjustment pin here, which I have a little pin here on the other side. I'm gonna take that out. That's all that is. And
One spot, right?
yeah, we'll try it here and see what happens. And you know, you run it in different positions, and you look at your speed.
Yeah,
is ultimately what it comes down to.
You've got a speedometer on this thing because it's got a GPS built in.
Yep.
So there's no guesswork.
What your top speed is, you know, you can improve it by getting the right trim adjustment. We'll try it like that and see what kind of speeds we get out of it. Play around with it.
This boat is weighted heavy in the back.
Yep.
I think if I had to do it over, maybe we move the live well forward, but
Right.
I'll just put a lot of tackle in the front.
Okay. That works. If anyone is setting up a Torqeedo cruise motor, or even an ultralight or travel, has any questions, certainly there's a service number, but the easiest way is to pick up your smartphone, hop on YouTube, and you know, there are all these different service videos that explain how to do things.
What is that little lanyard for?
That's kill switch.
Yeah, so here we're going, and it's just a magnet, and there. Yeah. So
Isn't that wild?
you said you have a spare propeller.
Yes.
Good move. it's good to get a spare one of these.
For sure.
You said that you're going to be using this in areas, some shallow areas with stumps and stuff.
That's generally what we got around here, shallow, muddy, stumpy.
I run mine in the Susquehanna River, and
Your rocks.
it's rocks.
Yeah.
And what I did to protect my investment is I got a rock guard built for this. We can take a look at that here in a moment.
I think we should do that, yep.
It's Innovative Sportsman is the business that makes the rock guards for these. He actually has some made with the grass cutter as well. He did a grass cutter on mine so that when these props gather vegetation, it just chops it.
Yeah,
So
grass cutters are nice.
under the setup, you can look here. This button on the left is setup, and it looks like somebody has set the remaining range to be hours. You can change it to, I don't even know what that one is. It's some weird German stuff. We just changed it to kilometers or miles. I like miles, so we're gonna leave it at miles.
I'm with miles.
Yeah, this is already set on mile per hour. It's the way that it's gonna come is gonna be kilometers per hour, but
Yep.
this one's already on mile per hour.
Perfect.
And
This is
the battery percentage is on percentage. Here's the cool thing about the lithium batteries though, is that you get to use the full amount of power in it. Whereas a lead acid or AGM, over the course of using it, its peak power output goes down and down and down and down and down and down. And you kind of know when it's getting close to empty. The lithium, in particular the Torqeedo lithium, this 98%, you'll get it down to 1% and then it's done. But at 1%, if this boat can go 6.4 miles per hour, it'll go 6.4 miles per hour when it's at 1%. And then when it's done, it's done.
Wow.
So that's different than the lead acid setup. And you can set these up with lead acid batteries, and you can set them up with non-Torqeedo lithiums. What I've found is that when you get the lead acid or AGM batteries down to about 45% of the charge remaining, you can't use that bottom 45%. Like it just stops at 45%.
Life is good.
Yep.
Don't walk into the prop.
No. All parts of the system are IP67 rated waterproof. What that means is that, from the battery to the motor to the throttle can submerge in water up to a meter deep for up to half an hour, and no water gets in it. So, very waterproof system. The charger, however, is IP65, which I forget what the difference is, but you can't totally submerge that. So where you have mounted
Which is a key piece of information.
where you've mounted it here is good. I mean,
It's
not,
better.
Yeah, you don't want to, put it somewhere where it's going to get soaked or.
Yeah, because you leave your
But I
plug
think
in
it's
the boat
protected.
and you get a thunderstorm or two while you're off at work. Doesn't take much to put a few inches of water in the bottom of the boat
Right.
and smoke a brand new charger.
Right.
I've heard of it happening.
Yeah.
$300 down the drain. Like
Personal experience.
that. Just saying,
Right.
mount it up high. You might not have to worry about it.
The big thing is that using this setup, you're not doing two trolling motors on the back and running to the far end of the lake, and then the wind picks up and you're stuck there and you're walking through the woods with batteries. I've seen that happen.
I've lived it.
You've lived it. Well,
I've lived quite a lot, actually.
you will not run out of power and not see it coming a long way
Right.
with
That's
this. You're
amazing.
gonna have that range knowledge, and
Man,
you're
that
gonna
would have come in handy Sunday during that rainstorm.
you're gonna have a lot of range with it.
I guess that about wraps it up for us tonight. It's getting dark. Trains are coming by, and but we've got our jack plate, our Atlas jack plate installed, our Torqeedo set up, and Jeff ran us through what this thing does. So, really cool motor, and dude, thanks, man. That's a lot of information.
Yep.
Really awesome motor, and
That's an amazing motor.
yeah. So what's next, Dave?
And get everything ready to start wiring up. As long as we have everything in here, the stereo's here now. We can just wire everything up, and after the plumbing,
That's it, man. So when you good? Soon?
soon.
Soon?
Soon.
All right. All right, guys. Again, guys, thanks for following along with the boat build project. Stick around right here, a little sneak peek of our demo run. This is the first time we put the boat in the water. We got to test out our live well and our plumbing. We also ran our Torqeedo for the first time. Got to see what this thing can do in the water. It's insane. We're out here on Mike's Lake, July 4th weekend. Check out Mike's reaction. It's priceless. Oh my God.
Initial thoughts, Brian?
Dude, that thing is amazing. It should be illegal. That is too sick. Oh, dude, watch this. That's insane. Give it all.
I love the noise.
I know.
It's just like. Oh my God.
Right?
Dude. Oh my God, dude. Electric. Wow. Success, dude. You are clearly the fastest boat in South Jersey.
I win.
Electric only.
I won. Look, man, it's got a kill switch to
Dude.
keep it when the children get around. In addition to the tiller throttle back there, I've also got Torqeedo's remote throttle on the front deck. And what that allows me to do is when I'm out here fishing by myself, I can be on the front deck going down the bank with my foot on the foot control. I want to get somewhere fast. All right, we just got done the demo run of the Torqeedo 2.0 cruise on the Tracker PF16, and it was ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what to say. I've fished out an aluminum boat here in Jersey. It's almost all electric only. And this is our life. This is what we fish out of for most of our lakes. I've never been on a boat, electric only boat, this fast in my life. It's kind of ridiculous. So, thumbs up to the test run. As far as speeds, shifting some weight around, doing some different things. We were around 5.5, 6.5. I think we can touch 7 miles an hour, but you know, for what we were doing today, we're still trying to get it broken in and get used to, you know, get used to things. But it's amazing. It really is.